Hello, 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 thank you so much for joining me once again. My name is still Brian, this is still my channel, and today we are continuing the story of Slay the Princess. This is a game that I will be very straightforward with y'all. I am recording this on, what is it, July 10th right now? Yeah, July 10th. So, last time I recorded an episode for this game, I think it was before the 4th of July holiday, so it has been at least a little while. I don't necessarily remember everything, but I remember that we were trying to basically, like, liberate as many of these, like, alternate dimension princesses as we could, so that we could, kind of save this weird multi-dimensional being that I think we're trying to seduce right now. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, as always, starting the game with a content warning. Want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. But it says, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Always has been, as I, point the gun at your head. Okay, so
You're
going to continue.
In the woods. And at the end
I believe this is just straight up starting a new universe.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We have heard this song and dance before. Alright. I feel like we've explored all these options.
I appreciate the mental exercise. We are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our causality,
causality doesn't matter here. The world will end.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Awesome.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
We're just gonna move on because I feel like we've selected all these dialogue options at one point. Just want to
make your way
go straight to the
short
cabin.
Path to the cabin.
And we will see what the universe has to offer us this time.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin. It's getting like weirder and more phantasmagorical every time we sort of enter this area.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a
So I think the last couple times we've done this, we have not taken the blade, so I feel like this time we should take the blade.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather
I don't intend to use it necessarily, but I'm curious about how or if this changes our kind of arc or path.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Alright, let's see how this
her
universe
voice
is different.
Carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you.
No, I feel like she's in charge.
Manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Hey, you got it right. Good for you. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
I wonder if that changes
Talk.
anything, or if we should have held on to it, but let's talk to her.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Ooh, so many options. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Don't just tell her that.
Yeah, why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
I would like the world significantly less if I was chained down in a
I
cabin
don't
for
remember much about it, to
a
be
long
honest.
time.
I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
So I'm just thinking right now about the best
I
place
believe her.
to position my
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world. to
my
be
face.
capable
Right
of
now, in the
doing
top left corner, it's blocking a little bit of the princess's dialogue, but I feel like if I move it to the bottom left, it would block some of the narrator's dialogue.
At the end of the
so,
day, whatever the two
in a
of
tough
us have
spot.
going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
you know what? I think I am going to move my face. Just give me one moment so I can move myself on here. Hopefully this works, and if it doesn't, we will
So do you
reassess
trust
that.
me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything.
And I'm just going to
all for the
check to see
sake
if
of
that
one
blocks
person.
it. Oh no,
And a
I can't
subjugating
see.
monarch, no less.
Okay, so it blocks a little bit of it, but not a whole lot.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
She's a lot more
Again,
haughty
she offers
in this
no
one.
specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to try to get her out, I guess.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Oh, okay, cool.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Very casual.
We were stuck down here for long
I mean, that's why you
enough,
have
sure
two of
we'd
them,
be
right?
nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yep.
You're here to slay the
We
princess,
have
and you won't
done this
leave
song
until
and
the
dance
task is
before.
done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens.
Well, I'm gonna
if you
try
do
it.
that.
I have a feeling it won't let me.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Again, very casual.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, cool.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No,
Now the
just
narrator's
can't
gonna
let
do
her
the job
escape into
himself.
the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
See, I figured
steps
we would
forward
have to
and raises
do
the
this at some
blade.
point.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Couldn't he just say, like... He doesn't even really need me to do it. He could just say, like, the knife levitates and, you know, telekinetically slams into her back without anybody actually holding it. Alright, let's see. Well, a lot of options, but let's warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Can I warn her again? Resist! Hashtag resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Please do.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
See, I keep trying to, like, do these do these segments with the idea that the princess will remember whatever I do. So I'm hoping by trying not to kill her, she will see me more favorably.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
So she's the prisoner now. Or am I the prisoner? I think she's the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the
Okay,
end
we've
you're
done
here
through all
to
this. But I died, what am I
can
doing
assure you
here?
that you don't
Yeah,
forget,
okay, cool.
I'm inclined to agree. You know I can hear you
Alright, you know what? Let's proceed to the cabin. Think we've done everything else at this point?
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
And then I
to
think
stop
in the
you from
next
slaying her.
timeline, we should
Don't
probably
believe a
just
word
kill her
she
if it lets
says.
us. Because I'm curious about what will happen if we just do
don't
that.
believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out
Did you
loud?
just say wink?
No, I didn't. wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, let's proceed into the cabin. Once again.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat,
it's very dungeon-like.
and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll
A mirror in a dungeon is a very specific
aesthetic.
aesthetic.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Alright, I'll take the blade again.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save
I'm gonna try not to slay the princess this time either, but I might the next time it resets
Good
to
idea.
chapter 1.
Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Alright, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone
Alright, we've done this
voice,
part.
harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
Oh,
the
there's a
princess.
lot more chains.
She looks up at you,
Right?
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yes. It would be a little bit hard to cut her way out of
Why
that
would you
one.
be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Cool.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
I knew she would
Okay.
remember.
I remember.
I think we've established this in a previous episode of ours.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Ah.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want
So
to be
everybody
confronted by
remembers.
the alternative. That's pathetic.
Yeah,
I
skeptic.
never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we
The
should
voice
count
of the
ourselves
hero
lucky
has
for
also
that.
stuck with me for pretty much the entire time. It's just the other voices
Exactly.
that kind
He
of go
gets
in and
it.
out.
You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. all right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant?
I like how we're having
ever
this entire
helpful to be in the
conversation with us, and
dark?
the princess is just sitting there like, just kind of
The more
waiting,
I
like, are
say,
you
the
done
more your
yet?
mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I don't like imperfect
I won't.
information.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, she gets it. That other
I don't
chain on the
know,
wall, who's it
but
for?
you could always try it on.
Ooh.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
It might be fun to
Need
lock
you
myself in
ambulatory
chains,
if you're
actually.
going to save the world.
Again, it's one of those things where it's like, if this is the one thing that's different in this universe, it feels like it makes sense to actually explore it.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
But again, it would be a very inconvenient cut where I'm pointing right now.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
What happened
Nothing
after that
happened.
last time?
You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Interesting.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
I'm curious about what she would do.
She would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Maybe she...
So I kind of want to chain myself up, but I also kind of just want to see what she does instead of beheading
you should
herself.
consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Oh,
The
well that
pros
sucks.
are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
You realize how much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first.
Yeah, she seems
And
pretty
it's not
set
going
in
to be
her
me.
ways.
I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Alright. Leave the princess in the basement, cut her out on your own, give her the knife. Let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want
Honestly,
to
that
stuck
might be
in
a
like
really funny thing
sheets?
for solidarity. Of just like, I'm gonna lock myself up with you.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Let's inspect the shackle. Let's see what happens.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Ooh.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
The music stopped. That's not a good sign.
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism
I wanted to
repels
give her
your
the knife
blade,
so she
which is
could
flung
cut
from your
herself
hand and
out.
sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Hey, become your own jailer. I got an
Yes.
achievement.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Now we hang
Can't
out with the
even cut
princess.
ourselves out.
Oh well.
Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Cool. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Dang.
That's rude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. If we're just hanging
You and
out
the
here
princess
together,
wait
come
in
on.
silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Yeah, what's the princess gonna do to get out? Because she still has to get
She's
out.
not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes
Don't
again.
question me, I'll make more time pass.
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion
And she
there.
has not moved
Then they
whatsoever.
get larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
No, I wouldn't say this is small talk. I feel like this might be important.
Still rude.
So I guess she
Continue
doesn't
to
like
wait
me.
in
That
silence,
sucks.
and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting
Now,
to
are we
erode.
experiencing time in the same way the princess usually does, is my question. Because that would explain why she's just kind of sitting there. But usually she's so desperate to
She
get out
hasn't
that she'll,
starved.
like, you know, gnaw her own hand off or
I guess she
whatever.
hasn't.
Ooh.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls.
Ah, so technically she's out of the cabin now.
And I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Here we go. And now she's absorbed by the entity. but you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We've been here before and you always get
But it
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I'll see you on the other side.
Okay. If you say so.
We're supposed to be heroes,
I trust
remember?
you. Feels too good to be true.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Huh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Let's approach the entity.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is this a rhetorical question? Do you know?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Oh, there's so many. You send me back, I'm not alone. He wants me to kill you. Oh, there's so many good options. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
When I find him, I'm gonna kill him. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Oh. Do you think anything is real out there? Are we real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself.
Yep.
She will make for
Just
a
kind of
patient
sit there and
heart.
let the cabin deteriorate forever? Yeah, she's very patient.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
So only one more. Is there anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Can I just stay here?
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time.
Alright, I'm gonna try waiting. I wonder if the game is gonna close itself
I
like
will
it did
see
last
you when you
time.
return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting.
I gotta say, kudos to the voice
until
actress
you're ready
for
to
the
return
princess
to mine.
role, because she is amazing. Alright, so as I anticipated, it did close, so I'm gonna need to open that again. May or may not take a moment, so we will see what we have got. Okay, so while we are waiting, we have one more, I guess, option left, or like one more universe. So I'm curious, because we haven't actually tried slaying a princess straight up yet, have we? So I think I'm going to still stick with my plan of being able to, you know, whatever this universe is, whatever kind of horrors or like weird alternate timeline features happen, I think I'm going to try to take the knife and just straight up slay her. Now, I don't know if that'll like run over into, you know, whatever the next one is. You know, because there's always like a chapter 1 and a chapter 2.
You have returned to me.
Oh, there we go.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Alright, I am now ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Alright, so I brought the prisoner to her.
You're on a path.
So yes.
You're here
You're the Slayer, got it. Viva la Revolution! That's the spirit, let's go kill her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him.
Alright, cool. Moving on.
The interior of the cabin is all
Pristine
ablaze.
blade, let's go ahead and take it.
You take the blade from the table.
And let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement, her voice carried.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
I mean, if she's chained
luck,
up,
hero.
the element of surprise isn't super relevant, is it?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yep.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe...
So I'm going to go ahead and save it here, because I don't know if killing her is going to, like, mess up the path that we're on, so I want to be able to return to it if we need to. Let's tighten the grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have...
She does have a
you'll
very
have to get
strong
close enough
point.
to use
I
it.
don't think I'm probably the best at hand-to-hand combat.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Alright, let's slay her. Or at least we'll try to slay her. I don't know what she'll do. I have a feeling she'll kill us.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
That was
It's
too easy.
Over. Don't get
Also,
all
I
worked
wonder if there would be a difference between like slaying her now versus slaying her at the start of the game.
What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Oh, she's
I
so
really
gonna
don't
kill
think
us.
you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Let's get out of here. I don't...
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Oh, we have.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Alright, let's get out of here.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Kind of hoping I'll get a better ending.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the
I'm
beginning
really tempted to
of
just start from my
eternity.
save point again.
Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades.
I want to see
It's
how
all
far
a
this
wonderful,
goes.
boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right? I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade
Kill
to get out
ourselves.
of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna do the same thing that I did last time, or that I did in this, like, between
What
world.
a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world. More
Just
happy
wait.
time passes. Please shake
I'm gonna see if the
yourself
game
out of it.
closes itself
We have
again.
to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Cool,
You
yay!
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for something like that. Okay, so we got an achievement, but the entity does still want us to help her. So let's
Good.
get out of here.
Because the blade, I can hear. He's right. Do you hear? Do you not?
We're going to
Don't-
go kill ourselves.
How astute. You are, in a sense, we die, but looking, I know this is out there, but Trust me, that little voice didn't want you to slay the prince. Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Cool.
The end. Nice knowing you.
The Spectre now. So we've done that.
You're on a path in the woods.
Now,
and at the
it'll
end of that
probably
path
inform how
is
we
a
interact
you're
with the
here
princess
to slay her.
in this chapter.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Voice of the Cold.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before...
Alright, let's just proceed to the cabin. Now we have done the thing where we've killed her.
She will lie, she will cheat.
I do not particularly feel down to kill her again, especially if this
from
entity is going to try to keep us on track.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique. The blade is your... It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
Alright, we're just gonna enter the basement. We've inspected mirrors, we've taken blades, I don't care about any of this.
Groans open, revealing an old
we've already
banister
discovered
and
it,
the
basically.
room below. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
Now, I wonder if, like, this Spectre is a result of having killed her. I'm kind of curious what happens if we go back and choose not to instead, or let her kill us. But we will do that later.
The final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost?
I feel like a ghost is probably gonna wreck us.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing.
It feels like this is a result of having killed her.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Let's see how things play out.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Yeah.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Okay. Do you want me to die? I already did that. Let's team up. Wow, there's so many options. Okay. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but Maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Alright. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her...
Yes, I know. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very dead. But I guess I'm not dead.
Oh, that is true.
must
There
have
is a
been
big
else
difference
we can
between
be.
mostly dead and all dead.
Or maybe death is only mostly real. But it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to. Not the one with all the answers. Or
I'm
any
just
of
narrowing down the
answers.
explore options right now.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are?
Are we a ghost?
At least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
What do you want from me?
A way back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Okay.
After all,
Oh, wow. Did not see that coming.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Alright, I'll let you
And if
possess
you
me.
let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Interesting.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah, I feel...
Could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't
Honestly,
seem
I was
like it
more
would be very
mostly
easy
curious,
to
but if
end
you
the
want to take
world from
control, it's
inside
fine.
someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
What if I say no? This will just be temporary. You know what? Let's just do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Ooh.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs. your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work
Oh,
like that for you?
so she can hear the narrator now.
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
But there's only been a couple of
Clearly the same
voices,
thing
like,
you
per universe.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
I'm setting the
pretty
stage.
straightforward. She's possessing us,
The room
right?
is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think
It's
straight.
okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
I just leave the basement. Or at least try to.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same?
I love when we get
global?
philosophical.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me.
The
Maybe
bossy
he
one.
even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Now I'm gonna trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards. growing
Like I said, I'm
heavier
fine with her
with each
possessing me.
step.
I'm not doing much with this body anyway.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
And we are going to open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh, narrator's fading out.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
No, we're gonna get our mirror at some point.
But that thing you said
Just waiting
earlier,
for it.
are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Claire.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I meant to be.
Yep, now she's gonna be assimilated. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Is that a...
So we've done this. I've assured these voices many a time. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Ignore him. You have...
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Listen to your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them move, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure right about here. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator! Oh, wow! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh my gosh. I've met you many times. I wasn't supposed to see all this. What is this place? Where are we? Why do you want me to slay the princess? Let's get some answers. I was wondering if I'd ever get
The
to see
narrator.
you.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Ooh. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Let's see. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Ooh. What else? So many times I met you, you denied it even a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered.
Yeah, that is true.
Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
I wouldn't want to, like,
For
think
all I
about
know,
that.
each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow.
Oh
the
my god,
capacity
this
to
is
change.
so...
She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature
weird.
is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh no. Why would you want me to destroy the concept of
Because
transformation?
among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Oh wow, so many questions. Why? If you made me, what am I? How did you die? Why did you make her a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a
You
piece of
asking me to
soggy
spend my
bread?
final moments psychoanalyzing you? She wound up a
Oh,
princess
okay,
because you
so
wanted
she's
her to
kind of
be
like a
princess.
construct in our
As
own
to
mind,
why,
right?
maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
Okay, we only have so many questions left we can ask, I think. What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh. So, I'm the long quiet, but I thought the long quiet was this whole environment that we were in when we were trying to, like, help this entity. I'm pretty sure death is good. Why would you want to rid the world of death? Do they know about this? Do they know
Of
what you
course
want me to
not.
do with them?
The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Run out of questions! Yay! Ooh. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to destroy her. I'll lie.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Wow. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no
Honestly,
mind.
probably the most relatable thing in this game is like paralyzing fear, preventing you from doing anything reasonable. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that
Names are their
means.
attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
This is my choice. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words.
Yeah, this
to
may
grasp
be
the
like
things that are beyond
exactly
knowledge.
pinpointing why
And
I'm
you
so
cannot
baffled right
rationalize
now.
that which defies logic.
Cannot rationalize that which defies logic. I'm just looking for logic in this situation. I'm like, what is going on?
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers.
This is so
dance
weird.
across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was yours to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Appeal to your shared humanity, reject your authority, argue your independence. I won't engage with violence. Address this vessel's statement directly. For without redemption there can be no sin. I would sacrifice everything to free you again.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. By believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. Bound for eternity, you saw the need for impermanence, and it was through that need that you carved our freedom. Without impermanence, the suffering of living things is infinite.
That is true. That's why.
Would you strip my gifts away and leave
Yeah.
everyone to suffer in the dark?
That last season, The Good Place, like, which kind of dealt with, like, what it actually means to have eternal life. That has been something that it's really easy to think about. Okay, let's, would you strip my gifts away? That would be torture. Argue independence. You speak about life and then change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Alright, where do we go now?
It pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Address the statement directly. You brought me to your will. You want to make the world suffer. I'm not afraid. Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others will be cannot hold the harm that everyone suffers just because we are beyond it. This has always been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
Into emotion, pain, and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Oh, here we go again.
There is no end, and there is no end. There is only the flood of mind. You hold every possible sensation, and then every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
I saw every version of us, possibly not every reality. The world doesn't need you. To be everything at once is the same as being nothing at all. Why would either of us want that? Can we not? To contain everything is to contain every evil alongside every good. Can we not shed the confines of our old selves and create?
Without the contrast of pain, pleasure is muted, made dull by the assurance that it will always be. A song that is only sweet is a pale horizon that never falls. Thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, an endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Okay. Stop the fight early. I won't engage with violence. If I had known what you really were, of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other. I like this one. There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
You are the whole of reality.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The best bit is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Oh, wow. You've done everything? If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. I don't know what the answer is. I can't be this. Won't let you free. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay. It's easy to, when you get to sit above it all. I don't want to slay the princess. This is crucial at this point. I can't let everything die. Your cruelty itself. Again, it's not cruelty. It's transformation. You can't have beginnings without endings. You can't have endings without beginnings. Like, I get it. But you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, I must be able to change you. I'm gonna say from this one. But I'm gonna pick this one.
What I offer you is
is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Well, it's good to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
I need a way to get through all that
There's
divine
still a piece of me
confidence.
nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Oh, this is so wild! Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're back in the cabin.
Here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
For old time's sake.
Of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Did anyone else make it?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest
Well, the
of...
voice of the hero is the only one that is stuck with us for every scenario. So I'll take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
And I'll enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Let's continue down the
And
stairs.
down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me?
I don't want to.
What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
I'm gonna sit with her. Are you the same
I
as you
don't
were
feel
up there?
the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Is that the only option?
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
This isn't... Is there any other way to give... I don't want this and I don't want to kill you. Oh, wow! Why don't they continue to die and suffer? How do we know we haven't done this
Maybe we
before?
have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know things won't be worse? What if when I'm different? I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any... There has to be another way.
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
I brought it down here because the voice of the hero wanted me to. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Okay, oh, this is such a huge decision. We're gonna find ourselves. So I don't want this, and I don't want to kill her. Is it too late to go back to being a god or agree to her plan? So if I agree to her plan, we just go back to stage 1? Step 1?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
I don't think I have a choice.
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
Gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything again.
How do you know things won't end worse?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
I'm trying to like
I know
go
because it doesn't
through
matter how
every
many times we've hurt
option
each other.
that doesn't
I've never
involve
stopped caring about
going
you.
through with this.
And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
Alright, well I'm not gonna slay her, so let's do it.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh no.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Is that it?
And in the bait, you're here to slay her.
Just turn around and leave. Is that it? Okay, Nicole Goodnight was the princess. Kudos to you. You had a really amazing job voice acting that. Oh my gosh. That was intense. I don't know what I was expecting, but it kind of tore me apart. Oh, wow. Is that it? Are there no other, like, alternatives or options? I guess I could have killed her. I wonder what would have happened, but I didn't want to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we knew this was going to be a good game because, you know, of how much we love Scarlet Hollow. I'm still waiting to come back to that one. But, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna need to, like, look up the different endings and see what could have been different. But, wow, this was amazing. So philosophical. So, honestly, just wild to consider. I wish things could have been different in terms of, like, you know, ending up with the princess or this entity or whatever, as opposed to ending everything forever, but that's just the path that we took, it looks like. There might be other endings, I might try them, but I think for the purposes of this channel, it makes sense thematically to just have one ending. So, as an expression, here's the track order of our special playlist. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Some banger songs. If you want to, like, screenshot this, I will let you. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Now that you finished the full story for the first time, you also unlock the gallery. You can access from the main in-game menu, and it's full of clues that help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. I guess I'll return to the main menu. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna look up the other, like, alternate endings and stuff. Where is the, like, gallery or whatever? There's reset gallery. You got memories here, beginnings and endings, hero and princess, the end of everything, spaces between. Go back to where it all started. Destroyer, return to your strange beginning. Okay. I think I'm going to probably play through a couple, but like I said, for the purpose of this channel, it makes sense to only end on one. Very thematic kind of ending to our journey here. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. This was really an amazing game. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. If you have any other ideas for games you want me to play, as always, feel free to leave them in the chat. I'm always having a look at them. Oh my gosh, there's so many vessels. So yeah, I might check those out anyway. Make sure that you are liking, commenting, subscribing. If you have any thoughts about this video or other videos, please let me know. And make sure to keep an eye out. I should have, I guess, more Kindergarten 3 upcoming soon. And I guess more of other games that I haven't found out yet. So make sure that you are staying involved, staying engaged. Most importantly, that you are staying cool. I will see y'all next time. Farewell!